Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good evening, Facebook family. Welcome to another episode of Post Daily Dose. With me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guide and servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa Brian+Post. Hope everyone is having a very manic Monday. I am coming to you from the Callaway Lodge and Resort in Pine Mountain, Georgia. This very cool location. Been out here all day with 86 adoptive parents, which turns out to be like 175 adopted children out here in Pine Mountain, Georgia. It's just beautiful. This morning for breakfast, I met Louise, and Sister Louise was one of the servers. She's been a resident of Pine Mountain, Georgia since she was a little girl, and she said there's no other place she'd like to live. She doesn't like the cities. She can go to the post office if she needs to and doesn't have to lock her front door. And she said nobody comes up in her yard unless they've been invited. She thought that was just the most beautiful thing, which that is a beautiful thing. Hello there, Faith Post. So check out this shirt Big Papa's wearing. Isn't that amazing? Love is power. I got this as a gift today, and I got it from Lori Arbitier, and she has a business card here that says, "We will not be silent." And it's going to be a little backwards because when I show you guys things on the screen on Facebook Live, it's backwards. But if you can see that website, it's www.wewillnotbesilent. You see that? .net. And Lori's email address is info@wewillnotbesilent.net. Her phone number is 917-915-6115. Here's the cool thing about what Lori's doing with We Will Not Be Silent. There are a bunch of different shirts. I loved the Love is Power shirt because you guys know Big Papa's all about the love. You go to that website, they'll make a shirt available to everyone, okay? You can buy one, of course. You can make a donation. But if you don't have the money, they'll still get you a shirt. Isn't that cool? So there's no limitations on who can have a shirt. Go to the website, pick up a shirt. I suggest you buy it, support the cause. Cool shirts, cool sayings. And if you can't afford a shirt, Lori will make sure you get a shirt anyway. So I think that's just pretty cool. So I'm here at the PACT Family Camp, Adoption, Race, and Family. Nothing but love in the house, August 2nd through August 7th, and it's been a really good day. And I had 2 sessions today, one on stress, trauma, and adoption, and then the second one was kind of a Q&A. And one of the things that I talked about this morning that is kind of a new concept that I introduced that I'm just going to share with you guys real quick. I'm always talking about the brain, so I'm talking about the amygdala, and then we talk about the hypothalamus, which is the part of the brain that releases oxytocin. And then we talk about the orbitofrontal cortex, part of your prefrontal brain. So this morning, actually I thought, that's like past, present, future. Anytime you're operating from your amygdala, your limbic system, you're operating from your past. That's your past brain. And then when you can get to the place where you can engage your hypothalamus and your hippocampus, that's your present brain. That's when oxytocin is getting released. That keeps you present. And then from that place, you're able to move up to your prefrontal cortex, your orbitofrontal cortex, which is your future brain. Anytime you're obsessing about the future, anytime you're reacting from the past, you're in your past brain. You're in that lower limbic system. You're in that reptilian brain, in that amygdala. And it's really important because when we're stressed, hey, Barry, hey, say hi to the boys for me, please. Anytime you are, hey, Jaden and Nathan, in case they're watching. Anytime you are, you're welcome, Denise. Anytime you're operating from a place of stress, you're going to be in your past brain. And your past brain is going to keep you reacting from past experiences, because that's what the amygdala does. The amygdala opens up your brainstem, it goes into old experiences, old memories, and then what it does is it says, is there an old memory, is there an old experience that reminds me of what I'm seeing right now? And when it does, it changes your lens. And it makes your past experience your present moment. And so you're actually not in the present, you're actually being dictated to by your past. And then when you start obsessing about the future, like if you don't do this for your child, if you don't make this happen for your child, what you then realize is that you're not in the future. You're not projecting positively in the future. You're not thinking positively about the future. You're not creating your future. You are creating your future, but you're creating your future from the stress that's showing up from the past in the present moment. So your past is dictating to your future. So your past, when you're stressed, changes the whole horizon of your reality. And so you've got to get out of that past brain and you got to get into the present brain. The present brain is when you're calming yourself down, taking those deep breaths, training yourself to breathe in the midst of stress, turning on your oxytocin response, your brain's anti-stress hormone, your love hormone. And when you turn on the oxytocin response, what happens is you start to settle the cortisol, which allows the brainstem to start to constrict, to kind of come back, close back over all those stressful memories, all those potential trauma memories, and then all of a sudden you can be present. Because now you're in your hippocampus is thinking clearly, your short-term memory is turned on, and then you're sending a clear signal to your prefrontal cortex, which is your future brain. Your prefrontal cortex is where we create the future. It's where we create the reality that we want to live in, the things that we want to see. That's when you're projecting into the future in a positive way. That's your future brain. And ultimately, we want to operate fundamentally from the present, because we create the future from the present. But if your past brain keeps turning on, interrupting the present, then what it's going to be doing is sending past experiences, past stressors, past fears, past griefs, past worries into the present, which is going to project it into the future. So you want to be keeping a mindful eye of that past brain turning on and taking over everything that you want to see. We don't want to dwell in our past brain. We want to dwell in our present brain. That's why we have to learn to breathe. That's why we have to calm ourselves down. We have to connect. We have to get in the present moment. We have to find love in the presence of fear. And that's how we start to change everything. So, hope that's helpful to you guys. Remember, in any given situation, we always have two choices. We can continue to react from our same blueprints and imprints of our past brain, which is stress, fear, and overwhelm, and feel helpless and hopeless because of it. Or we can stop, we can take 3 to 10 deep breaths, engage our present brain, turn on oxytocin, and change our lens. And then we can start projecting something positive into the future. So again, go get yourselves a shirt. Hey, Brian and Kendra. Hey, Jody there in Calgary. Go get yourselves a shirt. It is www.wewillnotbesilent.net. Go get yourself a shirt. I think it's fantastic. I'm loving my new Love is Power shirt. Big Papa loves you guys. God loves you. And I will see you tomorrow. I'm actually traveling out of here tomorrow morning. And then I'll be back home. So I'm going to give you one more little view of Pine Mountain, Georgia. Look at all those pines out there over the horizon. Isn't that amazing? It's kind of been raining today. This actually, Jody, Pine Mountain, Georgia, really reminds me of Calgary. Except Calgary would be a little bit cooler. But this is really cool. And this is a big resort area. Let me see if I can get the little, yeah, you see the little waterfall in there? And so it's a very cool spot. It's more resorty than the camp I was just at, the multifamily camp I was just at in Cleveland, which was very cool, but that one was more rustic, so it had a completely different feel. This one is more like a resort, so it has a resort feel. So it's all good. All right, guys, we'll see you soon.